What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Colornation Media, and welcome back for another live Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle against a subscriber/follower on Twitter. Today, we are starting a mixed tier session, so we'll have 3 battles with this team, and I have something from just about every tier, I think. I think I covered just about everything. We're doing maximum 1 OU, so I do have 1 OU Pokemon /BL, or you know how it goes. But anyway, yeah, we're going up against Leo today, aka Toad, down in the comment section. He's got a lovely little Chinchino in his icon, so if you see him down there, of course, as we always do here, make sure to give them a GG, and people usually go into what their sets are and everything down there, so I can start some nice discussion or what have you. Anyway, as for my team here, I do have an offensive team, which I've been trying a little bit more lately. I've been trying to be a little bit more open-minded when it comes to that because, for the most part, I just only play balance. I hate stall with a passion. I know a lot of you guys do too, but I don't hate offense as much. But there's part of me that's like, it's almost as mindless as stall. But I am running somewhat of an offensive team here. Somewhat, kind of, sort of. But anyway, because of that, the reason that I mentioned that was because I do have a Custap Fortress as a dedicated suicide-ish type lead with hazards. I think I'm running Toxic Spikes on this one, as well as Stealth Rock. And I'm definitely going to want to set up Stealth Rock because I do see a Charizard here. Then we have Pandemonium, the Pangoro, which is going to be Choice Band, and that thing hits like a truck. I think it has Hammer Arm and Drain Punch as well as Knockoff, and probably Gunk Shot. I know I had Gunk Shot on it originally. I may have changed that to Poison Jab just because I always miss Gunk Shot. Plus we have Gengar for Fairies. That's going to be a Will-O-Wisp Hex set, so that's fun to use. Then we have regular Pinsir, which is a threat down in NU. It just moved down to NU, actually. It's a Swords Dance set with Moxie and a Lumberry, Quick Attack, Earthquake, and X-Scissor for its attacking moves. Assault Vest Goodra because I needed some bulk and something to be able to switch in on, you know, some type of attack. So Goodra can switch in on almost any special attack, even ones that are super effective a lot of times. And then last but not least, we have Zack the Zebstrika, which is a Choice Scarf variant. It's modest Choice Scarf, but it still outspeeds a lot of things because it's got like base 116 speed. It's got like a weird speed tier, but I know it's quite fast, so it doesn't really need Timid when it comes to the Choice Scarf. So there, that's that. As for the moves on that, I think I have T-Bolt, Volt Switch, Overheat, and Hidden Power Grass. So the Overheat could prove to be useful in this battle against Escavalier or Leafeon. We will have to see, but we are getting into the battle here as I don't know what he's going to lead off with. Maybe the Corsola? I'm kind of expecting him to bring Head Smash Corsola, so like Banded maybe? I don't know. I'm kind of scared. But he's actually going to lead off with Charizard, which is interesting. Don't see Charizard being a lead too often, but I guess he just wants to get his Mega Evolution off. I'm not really sure, but I'm not afraid of this thing. The worst thing that could possibly happen is that he's like defensive Mega Charizard X and he burns me. That would be the worst possible scenario. But I'm just going to go straight for the Toxic Spikes. Since his Charizard's already in here, I'll set up Toxic Spikes first. He has nothing that can absorb that, and it will help me wear down his team. So my goal at Team Preview there was just, honestly, to get it set up to where I can come in with Pinsir and set up a Swords Dance and just sweep him. But I am going to need some damage off on this Charizard. That's why the Stealth Rocks would have been helpful, but if he's leading off with it, I don't know how well that's going to go, but it does mean I might be able to get a lot of damage off on it via an explosion, so that could be helpful. We'll have to see if he attacks me. If he's X, he may go for a Dragon Dance here, and that's not the end of the world, unless he's Dragon Dance and Roost, which is possible. That is possible. Sometimes they don't run Earthquake. I mean, I run Roost on mine sometimes. Depends. Oh, he's Bellizard! Bellizard X! That's actually terrible. That is actually terrible. He's not going to break my Sturdy here, but I mean, I get another turn to set up Hazards, so that's something. I can set up another layer of Toxic Spikes, or I can set up Stealth Rock. That's fine. But this could be really, really bad, actually. If he predicts me to be Custap and he Roost, while I go for Explosion, I think I lose. Like, I'm pretty sure I just get 6-0'd by this. Because I can't touch it with one of the only things that would be faster than it. And that would be Zebstrika. I mean, Gengar too, but that's not going to, you know, I can't Willow it, obviously. And what am I going to do to it? I can't one-shot it. So that's not good. So I'm able to get up the Stealth Rocks in case he does eventually switch out. Man, this is not good. This is not good at all. I guess I just set up another layer of Toxic Spikes here, as he is going to go for the Flare Blitz, I'm assuming. Oh, Fire Punch, that's right, because he's Belly Drum. Please don't burn me. Oh my goodness, if he burns, we lose. No burn, okay. Okay, we're good. There was a 10% chance. That would have been terrible if we did get burned right there. So I probably should have just clicked Explosion to be safe. But, actually, no. If he burned me, Explosion would have done less anyway. So I probably still would have lost. This is scary. So it's all going to come down to this turn, basically. Not like the entire battle, but if he roosts right here, I think I just lose. Pretty sure. Wow, that would be the first 6-0 on the channel, I'm pretty sure. At least against me, that is. That's not cool, but I have to give him props because that's an amazing set. Belizard X, that's so cool. I would not even be upset about losing to that. So he does not go for the roost, thankfully. He did not predict me to have the Custat Berry. Maybe he thought that was too, like, I don't know, too off the wall. Because I don't run offense and sets like that very often. I've been doing it more lately, but it's not something that I do a lot. So, thankfully, he just went for the Fire Punch to finish me off or do a lot of damage to whatever might want to switch into that. And now we can go right into Gengar, and I should be able to finish him off here. Because he's Belly Drum and not Dragon Dance, he has no way to boost his speed, which means I can just finish him off with a Sludge Bomb. And I'm Black Sludge, actually, not Life Orb, but I don't think that's going to matter. Gengar is pretty powerful, so I'm expecting this to kill. And if he switches, he's going to come back in with, like, almost no health. So I don't think he's going to want to do that. I'm pretty sure he's just going to sack his Charizard here. And that really stinks that the only thing this thing was able to take out was a Fortress. But, yeah, that could have been so bad. That could have ended in a 6-0 very easily. Very, very easily. All he needed to do there was click Roost. But like I said, it's really hard to make that type of prediction right there. Especially because he was already at full health. And, you know, the normal Fortress set can't touch him anyway. And if he lets me get a safe switch into something else, I could potentially ruin his sweep anyway. So, you know, it was, I guess, a 50-50-ish type deal. But unfortunately, he did not come out on top of that, as we are going to be able to take him out with the Sludge Bomb. That was really cool, though, I have to say. That was awesome. I haven't seen Belizard since 5th Gen NU. I haven't seen it at all this gen, really. So, and by really, I mean, I don't think I've seen it even once. Don't think I've seen it even once. I want regular Charizard to go back to NU so badly. I loved using it in NU. That was what made NU last gen fun. Okay, not that by itself, but that's one of the things that made NU last gen fun. Yeah, there's no comparison between this gen NU and last gen. Like, 5th gen NU was amazing. OU might be a little bit better this gen, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about here. He's going to go into Armstrong, the Escavalier, and let's see. What do I want to do to that? What are you going to do? Knock off, maybe? I can just burn you. I'm not too afraid. I don't need Gengar too much for this. I mean, I would really like to have this weakened, because if I weaken this and the Charizard were the two things I really needed to weaken in order to get Pinsir going. So, thankfully we don't miss that Will-O-Wisp, as that could have been bad. That would have been just sacrificing Gengar right there if I missed. So he's going to go for the knockoff, get rid of my Black Sludge. That does so much damage. Is that Choice Band? That's a burned Escavalier on a non-stab move. Jeez. Wow, that did more than expected, not going to lie. I mean, I'm not too familiar with my Escavalier on Gengar calcs, because they don't normally go up against each other. But, yeah, that did a lot of damage. If he's not Choice Band, that's crazy. So, at this point, I'm just going to Hex him. That'll do a lot of damage. That will weaken him to the point where I should be able to take him out with the Pinsir. And actually, this is going to be the perfect opportunity for me to set up, because He is burned, and I don't think this is going to kill him. I don't think it is. Well, I don't know. I guess maybe he's Assault Vest. If he's Assault Vest, he definitely will take this. That looks to be Assault Vest, and he does switch his move and go for Iron Head, so I'm guessing that's Assault Vest, a Scavalier. So, wow, Choice Band would have been an Oko even though he was burned. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. So I guess that was a bad play on my part going for the Will-O-Wisp. I don't really know. But like I said, we do have him considerably weakened here, and this is probably as good an opportunity as I'm going to get to set up with Pinsir. He can't kill me with anything. He doesn't outspeed me, so it's not like he can flinch me with an Iron Head. The best he can do is either do a lot of damage with Iron Head or knock off my Lumberry, neither of which are going to kill me because he is burned. So I feel like I've said he's burned a lot of times. And I should be saying she's burned because this is a female Cavalier. So we're going to go into Stag here, and I will just set up a Swords Dance. Best case scenario is he switches, but we'll see what he does. I mean, I think it's in his best interest to just sack this at this point because it's not going to be doing anything. So I don't know, unless he wants to try to like Wish Pass into, I don't know, from Leafeon maybe, pass a Wish. I'm not really sure. If I were him, I would probably sack this at this point. At least to try to get off some damage. Because if you let me set up a Swords Dance for free, that might be game. Because then I'm almost guaranteed to get a Moxie boost off. And that could be really, really bad. Because then I'll be at +3. And I have priority in Quick Attack. And his defensive wall appears to be Leafeon, and that's going to die to an X-Scissor. He is actually going to switch, though, and go into Gateau. As in milk? Isn't Gateau milk? Am I thinking that I'm pretty sure that's French for milk. I don't know. I keep now I'm thinking milk, I'm thinking Spanish, I'm thinking leche. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just ignore me. So he does go into Leafeon because that's his defensive wall, but that's not going to take a +2 X-Scissor, which means we're going to get up to +3 here via Moxie. And that might just be a full sweep at this point. We might be able to sweep the rest of his team. I was going to say take out all 6 members, but he doesn't have 6 members because poor Bellizard didn't make it. Poor Bellizard. So yeah, that combined with the fact that we have Toxic Spikes and Stealth Rock up is going to be huge for us. That's going to make Pinsir's job a lot easier. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say. There's not much he can do with Leafeon. I'm kind of curious as to why he went into that in the first place, because even if I did not Swords Dance, if I did X-Scissor, that was going to be a 2-hit KO, I'm pretty sure, even if he was defensive. And he has to know that I'm not Mega Pinsir too, so I don't think he was predicting that, just because I had a Gengar, and I stipulated that we were only using one OU Pokemon. So, I don't know. I do not know, but it doesn't matter because we are going to take out the Leafeon with an X-Scissor, and that's going to get us a free Moxie boost, so we're at +3 attack right now, and I don't know what he has that can potentially take a hit from this. I'm trying to think. He's got the Chinchino. Actually, he might go into that now because he might try to like threaten me out with a Rock Blast, and I don't think I want to fall for that. Like, I don't need Pinsir, especially because I took out that Leafeon already. So having that gone is great. That could have been potentially an issue for the rest of my team, although Goodra also has Sludge Bomb. So I guess it wouldn't have been the end of the world. But getting rid of that is big. So I can afford to let Pinsir go down here. So, I mean, I can even go for Quick Attack, although I don't think that would kill. I don't think it would. Yeah, after Stealth Rocks, I don't see that doing like 88% to a Chinchino. So we're probably just going to have to take a Rock Blast here. There's always the chance that it misses. I don't want to bank on that. And he also may try to predict me to switch out here. He's not really in a position to be able to predict, so I'm thinking he is just going to go for the Rock Blast. Because if he gets it wrong and I stay in and go for an attacking move, then he just loses at that point. Because this would be like, I'm pretty sure this is the last thing. Because he's got a Scavalier and he's got Corsola. If I get another kill, it'll be at +4. +4 Earthquake is going to demolish Corsola. So, let's see. Is it worth switching? I mean, what am I really going to switch in? This is an offensive team. Gudra's not going to really like taking that hit either. So I think I'm just going to X-Scissor here and accept that he's probably just going to kill me with a Rock Blast at this point. But that's fine because I can kill him with a Pangoro. And he actually does either predict the switch or he does not have... Oh, wait a minute. He only hits me 3 times. What? What just happened? Like, Tail Slap was definitely going to kill if he was Skill Link, which they almost all are. He's Technician? Is that the other ability they get? I don't even know what the other ability they get is because you never see it. Yeah, it has to be Technician. That's crazy. And that pretty much is going to seal his fate, I think. That stinks. Because if he got one more hit there, regardless of whether he's Technician or not, if he just managed to get one more hit there, he would be fine at this point. Or, I mean, at least have Chinchino alive. But, unfortunately, he only gets the 3 hits. He doesn't get a crit on any of them. And so Pinsir is going to take it down. And now we're at +4. And I really don't think he has anything that can take a hit. He's got the Escavalier, but that is severely weakened. It's going to be weakened even more because of Stealth Rock switching back in. Plus, it's burned. So, it's not going to be too dangerous to the rest of my team. He's actually going to go into Scrafty here. Is he Intimidate? No, he is not Intimidate. He must be either Moxie or Shedskin. But I don't think it really matters, as we are just going to X-Scissor him at +4. I do not see Scrafty being able to take this, even if it is a bulkier variant, like if he's Bulk Up or something. And besides, Bulk Up variants usually run Special Defense investment, not Physical Defense, because that's just how it works. So we'll just X-Scissor here. It's not super effective either, but I still don't think it's going to matter too much. Pinsir is putting in some serious work in this battle, though. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Pulling off a potential sweep here. We'll have to see. If he has a Sashed Corsola, that could be something, but I do have rocks, so I don't see any escape from this. Maybe if he has Focus Band Corsola. Or Endure. Endure could be a thing, but I also have Toxic Spikes. So, yeah, he's just going to leave his Scrafty in. That's going to get taken out by an X-Scissor. That brings us up to +5. And +5 EQ, +5 X-Scissor will probably kill Corsola, to be honest. We'll have to see. Is he going to go into a Escavalier and let me get up to +6 before I kill the Corsola? Or how's that going to work? Yeah, he is going to go into the Escavalier. And I guess we can show off our 4th move, because at +5, you are not taking this. I don't care if it's not Stab. I don't care if it's resisted. We can just go for the Quick Attack. I don't think this thing gets any type of priority, or I would think that they would run it all the time. Like, even if it was just Quick Attack or something. But, yeah, it's a bit unfortunate that they don't get it. But, yeah, that is pretty much that. So, Stag just does not care. Look at his game face. He is just ready to go. He doesn't care that the battle is winding down. He doesn't care that he's been putting in so much work in this battle. He just doesn't care. He is all business. You do not mess around with Pinsir. This thing is going to be a huge threat now that it's being added to NU. Like, this thing is a problem. My goodness. Once it gets going, it's just so hard to stop. So difficult to stop. Steel types and fire types, get demolished by Earthquake. Faster threats, if it has a Moxie boost up or a Swords Dance, Quick Attack's going to hurt, especially if there's hazards up. So I got to try this in NU. Got to bring it to my my next team or something on Showdown or whatever. Anyway, I'm going to go for an EQ, and unfortunately, we do get a crit to add insult to injury. I do not think that mattered at all, as we were at +6 at that point. So the Corsola goes down, and Pinsir completes the sweep. It very easily could have gone the other way. It could have very easily been a 6 or a 5-0 in my opponent's favor because of that Bellyzard. But thankfully, things ended up working out in our favor, and Pinsir gets the sweep. So I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode battle part thingamajiggy. If you did, please make sure you're leaving a like, rating, or comment, or whatever you would like to do, of course. And I will see you all next time. But until then, game on.